Emisión.net.
Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting for the Spanish Evangelical Alliance and AC Press. The Independent Civic Observatory is a think tank linked to the Spanish Evangelical Alliance with a brief to look at the whole issue of religious liberty and whether there is genuine freedom, particularly for religious minorities such as evangelicals in Spain today. It has just issued its first report, the first of a series it hopes to bring out on an annual basis, and this first one, entitled Freedom, Religious Equality and Freedom of Speech in Spain 2006, concludes that while religious freedom is not really the problem, genuine equality between religious groups is still not a reality. The report was presented by Jaume Llenas, General Secretary of the Alliance and Chairman of the Observatory, also by Vice Chairman Manuel Suarez and Pedro Tarquis, a Socialist Party representative and Director, of course, of this news agency, AC Press. The Observatory plans, as I say, to present its conclusions each year on a different topic, with the aim being to increase political participation among the general public, or at least political awareness, in an attempt to avoid Spanish democracy becoming stale. There is a particular interest, of course, that evangelical Christians would be more aware of and even willing to participate in the political arena and make their voice heard. The aim, or the plan, has been to study a topic in a given year and then present a report, as it has just done for the first time at a press conference, at which the secular press were well represented indeed. All the main media outlets were there. Such was the interest created by the Observatory's first public report. And there are quite a few interesting proposals. Or conclusions from the report. One is that the special accords signed by the government and the Catholic Church be done away with, claiming they're discriminatory against non-Catholics. The Observatory also wants to see the back of the financial arrangements whereby the government acts as a tax collector for the Catholic Church. Also, the reference to the Catholic Church in the Constitution is considered to be out of place in a non-confessional nation. However, despite all this, Llenas was quick to point out that their report, quote, is not a document against the Catholic Church, but one which calls for religious equality. He adds that accords between a democratic government, inherited from an autocratic one, meaning Franco's, and a foreign state, the Vatican, which confer specific legal advantages to religious institutions and Spanish citizens who declare themselves in agreement with and dependent on that foreign state, are unacceptable. Llenas is referring, of course, to the privileged position which the Catholic Church and its followers still have in supposedly lay and non-confessional Spain. Yet the Observatory observes that relations between the government and recognised religious minority groups, including evangelicals, have improved greatly under the present socialist mandate, whereas under their predecessors such dialogue was virtually non-existent. However, the other side of the coin in their dealings with the socialist government is the concern that some sectors of the party are trying to impose a single set of moral values on the nation. And Llenas commented that the new school subject of citizenship should clearly distinguish between legal rights and moral values. Well, the Observatory certainly has laudable aims and some very specific and helpful proposals to make. Whether, of course, it will be listened to is another matter entirely. But the fact that it's been widely reported in the secular press is a step in the right direction. And another positive step will be if more Christians are encouraged to voice their concerns, to roll up their sleeves and get involved in the political life of Spain and contribute to the well-being of the nation generally. In time, undoubtedly, Catholic power in Spain will be eroded. But it would be a shame if evangelicals were to concern themselves with perhaps trying to get a slice of the cake themselves, rather than really demanding a level playing field for all. Well, thank you for listening to Letter from England, broadcasting each week on emission.net. Goodbye for now.
Emisión.net